Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Sweet Spot. This is your host, Ryan Embrich, here for a special edition of the TMG Sweet Spot Road Trip Series right down the road in our backyard in beautiful Sanford, Florida, to visit the grand opening and ribbon cutting event at the Comfort Inn & Suites Orlando Sanford Airport. We were invited to cover this celebratory event and talk to some of the instrumental individuals that made this property happen. Andre Hickman, the owner of the property, Wayne West III, president at Newport Hospitality, Adam Hill, VP of Operations at Newport Hospitality, and finally, Dena Hansen, director of sales at this beautiful, gorgeous new property opened up here. We had the privilege to cover it, bringing it to you in this episode in a busy hotel lobby celebrating the grand opening of this property. We hope you enjoy.
Well, welcome and thank you for coming to the celebration of the opening of this great hotel, the Comfort Inn & Suites. Let me make sure I get it right. The Suites Orlando Sanford Airport, right? Thank you very much. This hotel is a great example of what happens when you put a lot of smart people together and visionary people in a growing market like the Sanford Airport area. So thank you again. It's great being here. My name is Wayne West. I'm the president of Newport Hospitality. We are honored that we get to operate a couple of hotels for Andre Hickman, who I'll introduce in a little while. You'll hear me overuse a couple words as I talk to you tonight. Really, really proud of the Hickman family. When you walk through the hotel and you see the amenities that he's put here, how thoughtful he was and how intentional every decision was to be successful. And not just successful for him, but to make sure that all the guests are well taken care of at every touch point in the hotel, whether it's the guest laundry or the cabana or the pool or the exercise room. He was very, very thoughtful. I've been blessed over the years, and I'm trying to find my partner, Mike. Mike, I know you're here.
Oh, go ahead.
Mike, yes, the tall one over here. Mike and I have opened up a lot of hotels in our years. I'm not sure we've opened up one, Mike, that the owner was as thoughtful about every step along the way and cautious and careful and trying to do it just right for the long-term legacy of this hotel. So I'll have to thank the Hickman family for that. If you look at the design, the finishes, the touch and the construction, the touch points are just incredible for a hotel. So the Hickman family, if you would kind of raise your hand, Andre and the Hickman family, a lot of them are over here. We want to thank you personally. I want to talk a little bit about businesses in the area. The airport, obviously, is booming. Boomba, which I know has been here a few years, but desperately needed a hotel in the market. I spoke to someone the other day that was so excited they had a hotel in the market to use. GoPort, one of our biggest clients here. Really want to thank the community, the leadership of the community, the chamber, the folks that have joined us. The lending and financial partners, which really is a testament to Andre and his team and his legacy of all the development that he's done. The folks from Choice Hotels are here. If they would raise their hand. I'll lose you in the back. We have Joe, who is the leader of the Choice Hotel system, the Choice Comfort Inn Hotels system. So great to have you with us. I want to thank some people particularly too, personally here. You've met Mike Cleninger, he raised his hand. We have a lot of our people here that worked really, really hard with Andre to get this right. Andre did the hard work, we came in behind him and tried to fill in our responsibility of opening up a great hotel. But I've got Sandra Lucas here, I saw Sandra and her husband. Sandra's in charge of revenue for about 2/3 or a third of our portfolio of 36 hotels. Adam, where are you? Adam Hill? Adam is the back. Adam is the vice president of operations for this hotel. Reports to Andre about the hotel. Whitney Altizer is in the back. Whitney's our chief commercial officer and senior vice president, also an owner along with Mike and I. Mike Cleninger, you've met. Matthew Hoffman, who I hope all of y'all have met, is the general manager of this great hotel. In the back. Dena Hansen, who everybody needs to meet tonight because we want her to book business with you. She's our director of sales at both of our hotels. And part of the remarks I'll make is about, why Sanford? We're the first hotel, I guess, this close to the airport anyway. I know there's a couple of other hotels in the market, but we don't pay a lot of attention to those. I'm sorry if I'm offending some of the owners and general managers that are here, but that's the truth. The airport's booming. Andre's had this in his line of sight for a long time and waited for the time to be right. It's always difficult building a hotel. It's always difficult putting a great amount of equity down, and then a year and a half of painful getting it to the birthing, right? Yeah. Not 9 months, but a true year and a half. So we thank you for that. We thank all of our partners that are here. Thank you very much for showing up. This hotel I mentioned a little earlier has a lot of amenities, whether it's our shuttle to the airport, whether it's the outdoor pool, the cabana. If you haven't seen the exercise room, we have 36 hotels. Many of them are larger than this. None of them has an exercise room that has the quality touches and is as large as that. We're going to be super attractive to sporting groups that are going to Bomba. We're excited about joining and partnering with them. I will tell you, as Andre built this hotel, it was all about the messaging of getting it right for his family, our guests, and our team members. So it wasn't just about Andre. He really made the decisions based on how he's going to be successful here is taking great care of our guests and great care of our team members. I hope you all will come back. Join us lots and lots, send your relatives here, your colleagues here, your weddings events here. So thank you very much. It is really my honor now to introduce you to Andre Hickman, who is the developer of this property. Probably many of you know Andre. He's done several other ventures in this market. We have another great hotel we operate for him in Sanford. But it really is just an honor and a pleasure to be here with y'all to do this grand opening. Again, it was so thoughtful and so intentional when you walk around. Those things don't happen by accident. Those things happen because this gentleman here was thoughtful about it and really tried to produce the best hotel he could in this market. So thank you very much. It was great talking to a lot of y'all tonight. I'll let Andre take over.
Hello everyone, Ryan Embry here with the Sweet Spot live at the grand opening of the Comfort Inn and Suites Orlando Sanford Airport, here with the owner Andre. Andre, passion project, multi-year project, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears coming. We're here finally at the grand opening, the ribbon cutting. How are you feeling right now?
I'm ecstatic.
Yeah.
It's been a long time in the making, from the first phone call to finding the property and signing the franchise, and just very blessed to be here today.
Yeah, a lot of choice representation because this is really a star property for the Comfort brand. Talk to us about, the words I keep hearing is intentionality, very deliberate on all the amenities, where even things you were talking about in your speech over here about even where parking spaces were.
Right.
Talk to us about, the passion behind this project and why you wanted to make it so intentional and so deliberate.
Well, it was a labor of love, a lot of years in the making.
Yeah.
We're near the airport, so we did a little bit of theming with the metal and the airplane wings and the portico. We did a lot of extra features. We have another Comfort Inn in Sanford, and I wanted to do things a little different.
Yeah.
And so I went bigger. So bigger pool, bigger deck, barbecue grill area, bigger lobby, taller ceilings, bigger rooms, bigger bathrooms. We wanted to do a walk-in shower. I really don't like curtains and glass doors, and I said, if we can make a walk-in shower in a Comfort Inn, that'd be quite a feat. And so a lot of design work, and we're really pleased with how it came out.
Yeah, I love doing these types of episodes and grand openings and talking to owners like yourself, because you don't get these stories sometimes in the background of the labor of love like you speak of in the background. Now, I'm a resident of Seminole County here in Oviedo, but we're here in Sanford, just right up the road. You had a couple Sanford city officials here also welcoming this new business. Talk about the special place in your heart and location, just a couple miles from the airport, closest actually to the airport right now.
We're very fortunate to have county and city commissioners here today. Several choice representatives flew in to see the new hotel. We're here by the airport. We had some airport folks here. It's quite a unique spot because we're located almost halfway between the Sanford Airport entrance as well as the Boomba Sports Complex.
Yeah.
And I think we're in a unique spot to hopefully capture visitors from both those markets.
Absolutely, that's what you want. It is to be able to attract all and every segment. Congratulations here on this project, Andre. Again, labor of love. It turned out perfect. We'll let you get back to your grand opening party. Thank you so much for visiting with us.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Sweet Spot. We are here at the grand opening at the Comfort Inn and Suites Orlando Sanford Airport, here with Wayne West, the third Wayne. We saw you out in Hunter a couple months ago in Atlanta. Here we are in Sanford, Florida. Beautiful property opening up here. Tell us a little bit about this project.
Well, this is the second project for this owner. We've operated for him for 25 years. Great owner, takes great care of the guests, takes great care of my team members, and obviously builds a beautiful hotel. And the word I will use for Andre Hickman, the owner developer, is that he was so thoughtful about this property. And every little nuance of it is intentional, to take great care of the guests, whether it's a sports team coming into the Boomba complex, or whether it's distressed guests staying at the airport, which is only a quarter of a mile away, the airport entrance. He was just so intentional and so thoughtful about every aspect of the property at his own expense. He really put a lot more into this than the typical Choice hotel.
We talked at Hunter about right now it's about strategic growth for Newport, and it needs to be the right partner for you. Why was this project and this owner the right project for you at Newport?
Well, like I said, we've been blessed enough to work for Andre for 25 years. When he started talking about this 3 years ago, he involved us from the very beginning. He would come out to the site and look at it. He would talk about what the drivers were going to be, what he wanted to do to take care of those drivers, and frankly, he needed to be financially successful. But he's put a tremendous amount of equity, time, and energy and effort into this to get to this product. So he is the perfect partner for us. He's a perfect partner for Seminole County. He's a perfect partner for all the business around it.
It's absolutely beautiful property, very unique. Like I said, in his speech, he was actually talking about, using some dry erase on some parking lots. That's how you know how intentional and deliberate each decision there. We love that in hospitality, right? Because sometimes now they get accused of just the big box hotel. This certainly doesn't fit that bill.
No, and I think if you would talk to the Choice people, this is a showcase for them now. This is an example of an owner that did it right, and in some cases went above and beyond their brand standards just to make sure the guests are taken great care of.
Love to see it. Continue to see those guest expectations elevated, and love to see. Can't wait to see the feedback that everyone gets. Appreciate you taking the time to spend some time.
Great to do that. Thank you again. Good being with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Hello everyone, Ryan Embry here with the Sweet Spot at the Comfort Inn and Suites Orlando Sanford Airport, here with Adam. Adam, thank you so much for taking the time. Wonderful project, beautiful property. Just spoke to Wayne about really the high-level relationship between ownership and Newport Hospitality Group. You're the boots on the ground. You're a little bit closer to the project. Talk to us a little bit about this story, because it didn't just sprout out of the ground. It's a labor of love, right?
Yes, So this project is probably 10 plus years in the making.
Wow.
I mean, the Hickman family started one of the drawing board literally over 10 plus years ago. It's one of our longest standing partners. They've been with Newport for almost 30 years. So for them to take this and do it, I mean, Andre painstakingly worked over the plans. They were written. I came on board about 3 years ago, and I was like, we're never going to get this over the finish line. So then we went from the site, and we started with, moving some dirt, excavating, getting the walls up, moving it, and I mean, the project has just come to life in the last 2.5 years. It's ridiculous. But I mean, just to see all the love and hard work that the Hickman family have put into it, it's just amazing. This is probably the best Choice product out there. You're not going to see a Comfort Inn like this. It's very unique. For 107 rooms, all the square footage, every room is meticulously designed to be exceptional. So,
absolutely incredible story, a beautiful property here. 10 plus years in a challenging environment right now for hospitality. Talk to us about, having that communication with ownership, with the contractors, making sure even the GM, the agent, the director of sales, who's probably planning these rooms before the hotel's even open, trying to get some groups in here. So talk us through a little bit about that process and how that communication is key to it.
So I think we're very fortunate in this market. I mean, like I said, we've been here almost 30 years. We've established great grounds, great roots with the businesses that are here. We knew that the businesses were going to grow. Even during COVID, this hotel did not suffer. I mean, this hotel did extremely well. And then talking about our sister hotel here in the market. But so when we knew when this one was going to be built, we knew with Boomba right here, the airport growing, there was an opportunity. We seized that opportunity. I know there's several other hotel projects that were planned. They've never got off the ground. We got this off the ground, and I mean, we were able to get the financing behind it. We were able to get a solid GC that had never built a hotel before. And I mean, this is a hotel that a GC did not ever build. So, I mean, it was a very, the stars aligned. We got a perfect team. So just tremendously happy with how it happened.
I mean, the excitement was matched. We had a couple representatives from the city of Sanford talking about this property, and it was equally matched because they're excited about the airport being right here, and that's got to be great for the location. How is that kind of working with the city in tandem with them to help a project like this move across the finish line, like you said?
So our partnership extends beyond just the Newport team. So Dena serves on the Seminole County Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. We have Andre who serves on the sports district for Seminole County. So we're very connected. We're a great community partner. We make sure that we're very active in our community by giving back. So, I mean, that's opened a lot of doors for us, too, where we don't really have a major challenge of getting our head in with city leaders because we give back at the communities that we work in.
Love that. That's hospitality at the core, right? Yep. So, Adam, appreciate it. Congratulations on the property. Congratulations on the project. Biggest celebration for you as well. So, we'll let you get back to it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Great. Hello everyone, Ryan Embry here with the Sweet Spot at the beautiful Comfort Inn and Suites, Orlando Sanford Airport, here with Dena, Director of Sales. You have now become the envy of every Director of Sales in this area because you have the nicest, most beautiful property here. Thank you for having us at your grand opening and ribbon cutting. Talk to us about this passion project. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Here we are in the lobby.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming and celebrating with us. Our property has really been built and created by design for those travelers coming in, not only for cruises, but the sports teams that are traveling in. We are about a mile from Buga Sports Complex, and they have a lot of different tournaments, whether it's baseball, lacrosse, field hockey. So lots of comfort here. We have 107 rooms. Most of them are double queens. Again, thinking of those families coming in. And I like to say it's like Texas over here. Everything's bigger. The pool is bigger. The deck is bigger. There's a cabana with some lounge seating. There are 2 barbecue grills with patio seats as well. So if you don't want to go out and spend that money on food at a restaurant, you're welcome to go to Publix, which is 2 miles down the road. Grab some food and just grill it up and have a good time.
What type of traveler segment are you really getting interest from and inquiries for groups?
Yeah, so in the beginning, a lot of wedding blocks, a lot of reunions, obviously a lot of sports blocks coming in for Boomba, but most recently the word has gotten out from corporate companies and they're wanting some corporate rates. They want to utilize our meeting space, so it's kind of ebb and flows a little bit, but very exciting.
This location has really been starved for something here. We had a couple city officials here that were talking about this and so happy. They were equally as excited to be opening this up for because the airport is growing so much. What is some of the feedback that you've been hearing? You've already have some guests in here we've seen coming in and out of the lobby doors. What is some of the feedback that you've been hearing so far from maybe the individual travelers and then maybe some of the groups that you've hosted here as well?
Yeah, so positive feedback all around. I don't think I've heard one negative thing about the hotel. They enjoy the space. They love the pool area, especially for families that have littles. There's a sun shelf on the pool, so it's easier for them to watch the kids. Just the extra space and how wide and open and comforting everything is amazing. Somebody actually said they love our sheets.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a new one too.
Our beds are very comfortable.
Awesome. Well, I want to wrap up by just talking about maybe the relationship that as a DOS, you got to have really good relationships and connections with local businesses, obviously the community, Seminole County. I'm a resident of Seminole County, right down the road. So, talk to us a little bit about how you've been able to build those and give back to the community and how they've supported you vice versa.
Yeah, so not only are we a part of both Seminole County Chamber and the Sanford Chamber, I'm on the board of directors for the Sanford Chamber as well. And doing that, it is really all about building the relationships, maintaining contact, and just helping each other out and partnering together. That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
So if they need a meeting space, we actually house the Sanford Chamber weekly breakfast meetings. For Q3, we'll be here every Wednesday from 7:30 to 9. Shameless plug. But yeah, relationship building it's mandatory. Nobody wants to do business with somebody you don't know. You want to know that you're going to be taken care of, and when you walk through those doors, I guarantee you, from the moment you step through to the moment you leave, we have you.
That's hospitality, and find that
Living
here
hospitality at its best.
at Comfort Inn and Suites, Orlando Sanford Airport. Dena, thank you so much. Congratulations. We'll let you get back to the party here
Thank you.
and celebrate this incredible property.
Thank you very much.
All right.